Hello and welcome back. Finally, out on the boat. Out on the boat. We're about half a mile offshore. There's a wreck just that way. I'm cautious that there's some nets, drift net on the other side of the wreck. So I'm staying on this side, the seaward side, not the land side. It's not a very big wreck. We've just drifted off out to sea a little bit. We are on slack water. There are fish down there. They look mainly like bait fish at the moment. I'm hoping when the tide swings back round the other way, it's going to take us a little bit closer into the wreck and perhaps have just a few sort of drifts over the top of it. Mainly today is just a bit of a recce really. I've just had a massive brown trouser moment though. Got here and then there was a fishing boat coming in from my right, heading straight towards me. And I've seen the video on YouTube where the guys just get absolutely, their boat gets nearly totaled by a fishing vessel when there's nobody on the bridge. So I thought, oh, I'll just edge my bets a little bit and start the engine, stick it in gear and just sort of like get ready to move. No, all I got was a full deck of warning lights and no engine. And yeah, it was a bit of a brown trouser moment. The skipper moved off to his right and went round the front of us. It was a good job because he got a full trawl on as well. It was in the middle of a trawl. And daftest thing in the world, the engine the controls just weren't exactly in neutral. They hadn't locked into neutral perfectly, and apparently that is to tell you when you're not in neutral. You know, the engine still thinks you're in gear, but you cannot find that information anywhere. It doesn't tell you in the manual that if you get all four lights, check just to, you know, put it in gear, take it back out and try again. No. So yeah, bit of trial and error, and yeah, touch wood, I think we're all good now. First trip out and having to get rescued, that had just been, just hang up your spares and just call it a day. Oh dear. I'm not used to outboards. I'm used to stern drive and shaft driven boats, so all this is like really new to me. So yeah, anyway, just got a little bit of a feathers rig on, seeing what's about, if anything. Mainly it's just to get used to the boat, get used to the area, see where there's any shallow areas, which there are plenty of. I've spotted an interesting little bit a few miles further out. After today's squeaky bum episode, I don't think I'm going to bother just yet until I've sort of got a little bit more used to the boat and the area. But yeah, I've spotted an area a few miles offshore where there's two like hills under the sea converge, and then they drop off quite steeply into sort of 30-35 meters of water. So I reckon there would be something down there in that trough. Yeah, it's just that time of year between sort of species. The cod are backing off a little bit and the mackerel sort of haven't got here yet. There is plenty of bait fish kicking around all through the water column. We're in 22 meters of water at the moment, and they're from 2.5 meters down to 14 to 20. Yeah, they're there. There's nothing much though, but we'll see what happens when the tide turns. we'll take it from there. Oh, I'll bring you back. Yeah, I've just dropped a bit of bait on some of the hooks. The water is surprisingly clear for this time of year. Oh, a couple of taps there. Yeah, it's just a light fishing tackle there. A 15-pound main line straight through to a clip, swivel, and down onto the rig. I don't tie my own rigs because my hands are knackered. I'd buy my own rigs. Some guys sort of, you know, say, oh well, you know, you should tie your own rigs, this, that and other. For what they cost and the quality of them nowadays, I just don't see the point. And like I say, my hands are knackered. I can't do the fiddly knots and everything else. So it's 37 years of working with your hands. I've not got much wind today. Wind is blowing from the southeast. Steady, smooth sea. A bit sloppy, but it's not too bad. On the whole, it's not a bad day. Forecast showers. I'm just wary of keeping my eyes on that massive boat that's coming in from behind. I think he'll be heading into the Victoria dock, so he should be off to the left of me, hopefully. Yeah, it's quite a busy area here. A lot of shipping, a lot of commercial fishing boats, trawlers, drift netters. The sea is starting to pick up though. There's quite a bit of something coming through on the sonar now. I don't mind if it was a blank day today, I'm not really that bothered, I'll be honest with you. It was just a shakedown. Or a shake up, because it shook me up when the engine wouldn't start, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, just starting to get a bit of swell now. Yeah, about a ½ metre swell, if not a bit more. It did say on the inshore that the sea state was going to go from slight to moderate. I think we're just starting to see that now as the tide's starting to turn. There are some fish down there. There's no monsters of the deep. I've had a few taps, but nothing to write home about. Yeah, setup we've got today is a Snowbee Vortex 20 class reel, all aluminium, and Rovex X10 FLX boat rod. I do like this rod. It comes with two tips, a 12-pound and a 20-pound top section. So, you know, you've got that flexibility just in one rod. I'm just trying to shut you off and just go back and just start the engine and just make sure it does start, because I mean, we're only just coming up to lunchtime, but I do not want to get stuck. I'll bring you back if anything changes. Yeah, 6 turns on this reel, pulls you up about 3 meters off the bottom. It's good to know how many turns your reel does lift you, because when you're on a drift and you're looking at fish in the water column, if you were in 24 and you needed to be at 20, 8 turns on this reel would bring you up into that where they're coming through, because they are coming through at the moment. Yeah, there's great fish in the column, water column, but nothing to write home about. You can just see them there on the sonar, just passing through. There's a lot of whiting, sand eels. Yeah, I've just got a bit of a feathers type scratching rig on. It's just a basically an anything day. The tide's just starting to turn, and it's just starting to bring us back round onto the wreck. The wreck's here, and this is us. And the boat's just slowly starting to turn. I think I'm going to give it another hour or so. Let's come back round onto the wreck. I'm just cautious, mindful of those the drift net that's there. But yeah, I'm going to have about another hour, I think. Had enough excitement for one day, and head back in. I'll bring you back if anything changes. Yeah, heading back in. Sea's starting to pick up. I'm getting the first signs of rain. So enough excitement for one day, I think. I'm just going to follow this commercial skipper in a no rush. Temperatures dropped off as well quite a bit, strangely enough. More than what I'd have thought from the cloud cover. So yeah, heading back in. And as you can hear, the engine started. Yeah, I was just absolutely just crapping it. But yeah, it's alive. Yeah, so
yeah, I did make it back in one piece. The battery died on the little camera thing. Yeah, the camera work is going to get better. It's just a suck it and see thing at the moment, like I say. Yeah, uneventful. Got back into the marina through the lock, no problems whatsoever. Yeah, so thanks for watching the video. We've got some giveaways coming up. So yeah, so stay tuned. There are some giveaways coming up. I've been given a load of rigs, pre-tied rigs, because like I say, I don't, like I said in the video, I don't tie mine, because the digits aren't so good. So yeah, I have a friend of mine who I buy quite a lot of his pre-tied rigs, so he's given me some for a giveaway, which I thought was really nice. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have a lucky winner. Cheers, take care, bye now.